Hi, my name is Delaney Smith, and I am in the Masters of Criminal Justice program at Western Oregon University. I am introducing my research proposal on the evaluation of educational success among foster care youth. A common issue for children in the foster care system includes the lack of stability and support. Children who have been in the foster care system often experience higher levels of trauma symptoms compared to other children. Maltreated children, like many in the foster care system, are susceptible to a negative impact on their educational attainment. One major problem is that there is a huge gap in the high school graduation rates between former foster care youth and average students. In 2015, the average graduation rate in the U.S. for youth that had been in foster care was 54%. In 2015, the average high school graduation rate was 83.4% in the U.S. for an average student. Even though children cannot control their parents or much of their environment, they are still impacted by the stressors and the people around them because they influence their development and behaviors. Past authors and research have discussed tools and programs that have worked as well as improved for the future. Researchers have found that adolescent girls effectively respond to the MTFC intervention program in order to improve school attendance and homework completion. This resulted in better grades as well. The Education Pilot program helps foster youth stay on track to graduate high school with specialized and personal programs, along with extra staff in the school to personalize the help they need. Former foster care youth and authors hope for limited school mobility for future children due to moving schools causing lack in stability. Social support from adults that are a good influence in the form of allowing and promoting extracurricular activities, supporting goals to drive youth in the direction of a better life, and giving motivating steps towards a better future can help improve their educational success. Children in the foster care system, especially those who have experienced maltreatment and other difficulties, seem to have different and unique challenges than the average children would have. The purpose of this study is to explore the status of educational success among foster care children and the possible need to enhance educational support. The goal is to discover what foster care systems do to either positively or negatively impact its children. The current study is specifically looking at the Oregon Department of Human Services foster care system and the data in Oregon. The current study will be done with a quantitative research design since it's based off of numerical data. Using secondary data through the Kids Count Data Center, data was able to be obtained from the National Youth in Transition Outcome File. A t-test will be done to compare the graduation rates between former foster care youth and average students. It can also compare graduation rates between former foster care youth specifically in Oregon and the United States as a whole. The research question for this study is, does the Oregon Department of Human Services foster care system provide sufficient assistance to promote educational success among its children? And if not, what can be done to improve this? Since I already collected my main source of data, I already know that children in the foster care system show less success educationally. Due to lower graduation rates for high school, it is obvious that there is some type of disadvantage. For my future research, I will specifically look at the Oregon DHS foster care system programs and see what successes they have and what things they are lacking. Oregon is doing better than the nation as a whole, so I'd be curious to see what they're doing differently. I will also look at states with the highest of success rates and see what the Oregon DHS foster care system can improve on based on what works elsewhere. All in all, based on the research that I have found, I predict that foster care children will face more hardships and disadvantages that will lead to difficulty in their education. Here are my references. Thank you for listening.